to our channel. So in today's video I'm going to give you 10 equestrian things to do at home. So there are a lot of reasons you might be stuck at home, whether you're just not feeling the best, or whether you just can't get to your yard, or you're just at home and you want to be productive and do something horsey. But anyway, I had a look on Google and Instagram and YouTube, and there's so many different equestrian things that you can do from home. So I've chosen my top 10 and put them in a video for you. So number 1, bake some horse treats. So this is one of my favourite things to do. There are so many different recipes for horse treats that you can find online or on YouTube, and I think it's just so much fun trying to create the perfect treat for your horse, and it's a good way to save money on treats if you found a good recipe and the treats will last a while, like they won't go off. And it's also a really nice thing to do for your horse, and it's a great reward when you're bringing your horse in from the field, or if he's done a good job after riding him or doing groundwork or whatever. It's really nice to have your own kind of treat. And it's also fun to kind of pick and choose what ingredients you want to put in. For example, if your horse loves carrots or he loves apples or berries, then you can put extra of those in to your recipe. And it's really fun just trying to create the perfect recipe for your horse. And yeah, it's definitely a good way to kill time, so this is one of my favourite things to do. Number 2, set a goal for your horse. For example, if you want your horse to lose some weight, if you want it to build up some muscle, if you want to get it jumping a certain height, it's really good just to lay out your goal and get an estimated time or a time that you're hoping to achieve this goal. For example, if you want to write out a fitness program to get your horse down to its ideal weight, or if you want to get it jumping, for example, 90 centimeters or something like that, you can start looking up online different ways to work on your jumping or different ways to help your horse lose weight. Then you can get a fitness program, and when you do go back to your yard or when you're working with your horse, you can have a calendar or have certain exercises, and it can be really good just to know that you're doing everything you can to achieve your goal and get your horse's fitness up, or just achieve something that you want to do. Number 3, and this kind of ties into the last one, try out some new exercises with you and your horse. So if you're kind of getting bored of doing the same work day after day, then it's more or less likely that your horse is getting a bit bored of that too. So to spice it up and keep things interesting for your horse and get him interested in his work, it can be good to find some new exercises, like new pull work exercises or new jumping exercises that can help. And usually each exercise will help your horse a certain thing. For example, certain poke exercises will help with straightness, certain jumping exercises will help with keeping a rhythm over the jumps, and it can be a good thing to do to, as I said in the last one too, which is setting a goal for your horse. If you want to get your horse jumping a grid, there'll be lots of different exercises to work up to doing a grid, or if you want your horse going over 9 or 10 poles in a row, then you can slowly work up to that goal with different exercises. The 4th one we have is clean your tack and your grooming kit. I don't mean just wipe it over with a damp cloth and chuck it back into your tack room. I mean, if you know that you're going to be home for the next few days, or you're kind of bored at your yard, then give it a deep clean. Use your tack oil, use your conditioner, whatever you have, and it'll also help prolong the life of your tack if you give it good cleaning sessions. And it will help it look a lot better, and especially if you have like a waterproof tack cleaner, then it can also help if you're going out for a ride out and it starts to rain. It'll also help protect the leather, if you have a leather saddle, from the elements. And also if you have your grooming kit, if you have your brushes and there's a big build-up of dust and dirt, then it can be really good just to wash them out or leave them soaking in a bucket of water. And it's just nice, and then all your stuff is good and clean and fresh. Same with your numnahs, you can stick them into the wash if they've got lots of hair on them, and it's a really good thing to do. Number 5, DIY horse products. So I was looking online the other day, and there's actually quite a few different types of sprays that you can make for your horse. For example, like a mane and tail spray, which can help condition it and detangle it. Or the other day I made a lavender and mint scented spray, and lavender apparently helps to relax the horse's muscles. So if you spray a bit on your horse, then maybe it'll help. And it also made his mane look really shiny, so I don't know, but it definitely smelled nice. And you can also spray some on your numnahs so it doesn't smell like old dusty horse hair. But there are definitely lots of different types of sprays, and again, linking into horse treats, lots of different equestrian things that you can make yourself that can benefit you and your horse. Number 6, watch YouTube. So if you've been really productive, you've made horse treats, you've set out goals for your horse, and you've cleaned your tack, and you just want to sit down and relax, then watching some equestrian YouTubers can be really nice, just a good way to relax and pass time. There are so many different types of equestrian videos, whether it's just for a bit of a laugh, or whether it's a tutorial that you actually have wondered how to do something for a while, and now that you find yourself with the time, you can sit down and watch a YouTube video on how to do it. And almost anything that you want to know how to do, you can most likely search it up on YouTube and you'll find a tutorial of how to do it. Or if you are just looking for a vlog, just a nice simple thing to watch that just doesn't require any brain power, just something to sit and do, it's quite a nice thing to do. Number 7 is enter some online horse shows. So online horse shows can be a lot of different things. It could be different picture categories, for example, muddiest horse, best dressed horse, or best plaited horse, where you take a picture of your horse under, if it's especially muddy or it's got a really nice plait in its mane or tail, and you can just take a picture and send it in, and then they'll mark you and there'll be certain winners. Sometimes there's prizes, sometimes it's just for a bit of fun, or especially if you're part of a pony club, they can send out a dressage test or a show jumping course, and you get someone to video you doing the particular course or the particular test, and then you send it in, and sometimes, again, there are prizes. Sometimes it's just for a bit of fun and to engage online, but these can be really fun things to do, and it's still engaging you and your horse. Number 8, build some horse jumps, or build some cavaletti, or build something. For example, now I know not everybody will have the opportunity to do this at home, but if you do, if you've got some spare wood lying around, and if you've got some tools, you can look up different ways to build jumps, to get some poles, and then you can build the wings, and you can build some basic cavaletti, and it can be a really cool thing to do, and it's quite cool to have built your own jumps, and it's a good way to pass time, and it's a good way to get outside so you're not just sitting inside, but it can actually be really fun as well. If you can see one of our older videos, DIY cross-country jumps, it shows us over in the yard getting some pieces of wood and just getting the tools that we had and using them to build some pretty cool cross-country jumps. And if you don't have the expertise yourself, you can get the help of an adult, but it's a really nice thing to do. Number 9, get yourself fit. So if you're looking for ways to get your horse fit and get your horse some muscle, then it can also be a good idea at that time to look for different fitness routines for yourself. Whether that's doing there's apps like 7-Minute Workout, or you can build your own workout, or you can go to the gym and lift some weights. But I do know that especially on YouTube, there are some equestrian workouts that specifically target the muscles that you most use when you're riding. And it can be a good thing to do to get really fit, because then when you're riding, you can ride for longer and you can push your horse harder if you two are really fit and strong. And it can definitely be a really good thing to do, and a lot of people do feel happier and healthier, and it's nice to have that extra strength in your arms and your legs, and just to be that fit, and you can feel really good about yourself if you've got a really good fitness workout. Number 10, plan for the next season or the next month. So as an equestrian, you will know that horses are a lot of work, and that with each season, almost with every month, there are new obstacles or different things you have to think about for your horse and its welfare. For example, in autumn, you're kind of wanting to make sure your horse has a little bit of weight on it to carry through winter. Winter, you're looking at going to get your horse clipped? Are you going to get it stabled? What turnout you're going to do? Are you going to put a rug on it? During the spring, you're going to try not, laminitis is a big worry, so you want to keep off the heavy grass, and during summer you're trying to keep its weight down and do lots of different things with your horse. So it's good even just to look over what your plan is for the next month with your horse, whether it's staying on the grass or what time it's going into the stable, or if you're going to get it clipped, and just make sure that you've got everything planned out for your horse, because if you've got a plan, then it makes it a lot easier to organise these things, and it's just generally good to have a plan. Well guys, that's the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe and comment down below new ideas for a video or vlog, and we'll see you next week.